Hello Internet, welcome back to some more Bazzle Spot Live. Hopefully some Monday and Wednesdays episodes with this wonderful Lipid and BRELOOM team. We are undefeated so far with this team actually, aren't we? It's been going well. But like I have been saying, I'm sure it will fall apart in a very, very, very horrible way quite soon. Because there are massive changes in this 7th generation that really hinder things like Lipid and BRELOOM especially. So as you can see, I've changed Thunderous to Raikou, Scizor. I'm not going to be bullet punching into psychic terrains and stuff anymore. Changed Terrakion for Aerodactyl as well because originally back in 2013, and I suppose in some regard 15 a little bit as well, Terrakion was at a nice speed tier. It was faster than most of the big threats really in the format, but not anymore. So we've got Aerodactyl instead now, which offers our rock coverage. But this guy has got a very interesting team. He was positive. His record was over the starting point. So he's won some games. He's got 2 weathers. He's got 2 potential Trick Room setters. And he's got a potential Tailwind setter as well. 2 potential Megas as well. So all these things to look out for nowadays. It's crazy, isn't it? So how are we going to do this? I mean, I think Aerodactyl looks okay. The Manectric and Primarina are the biggest threats, I think. But we'll go with Lipid and Aerodactyl. I think Volcarona looks quite nice here. And I think we'll go with BRELOOM as well. Does hit the Primarina. Mach Punch and Bullet Seed hits. Manectric for some nice damage as well. But Hail can break a sash. But as you saw on Monday, I have got Sunny Day on this Lipid. So we'll see if he leads with one of his weathers. Because if he does, I might just going straight for a Sunny Day here. So I have got a Sunny Day on this Lipid because rain is everywhere at the moment. And it's just a nice way of beating it, I suppose. So it is snow warning, as you would expect it to be. I am going to Sunny Day here because if maybe he could be going for an Aurora Veil or something like that. If I fake out into the Ninetales, okay, I'm stopping it as well, and maybe breaking the sash. But I wouldn't be able to stop it the next turn because Primarina is probably going to knock Lipid out here. With a Sunny Day, Aerodactyl might survive a Scold. Probably would survive a Scold. Maybe not a Hydro Pump from Primarina. But I am going to stay in here and I'm going to go for a Rock Slide. And see where it takes us. Rock Slide obviously threatens the Ninetales a fair bit too. But if he's going for a Aurora Veil, that would be fantastic for us. So here's a Sunny Day. I have developed a new appreciation for Sunny Day. And Rock Slide hits both, which is nice. Where there's a Rock Slide, there are flinch chances, which is also nice. Ninetales does try to Aurora Veil there, and Primarina flinches. So there you go. And that's one thing that I really like about having a faster Rock Slide. Everyone moans about Rock Slide, so use it yourself. You know what? If it wins games, it wins games, doesn't it? Fun fact, back in the Nationals, or the first National anyway, which I think was Italy, in 2013, in what was the Thunderous slot, which is Raikou. Now, I did have Rotom Wash with Sunny Day for rain teams. So there you go. That was interesting. It was 1 point faster than Cresselia as well, which had Hidden Power Fire on that team as well. So there you go. It's a fun little fact for you. But we've spent all that time doing story time and I haven't actually thought about what I'm going to do. Lipid. Yeah, I don't think I want to bring anything in. Don't want to break any sashes. And I don't really want Volcarona coming in on water attacks. So Ninetales is probably going to protect itself or withdraw, which it does here. I don't think these 2 attacks are going to knock out the Primarina, but it'll come close. And there is the flinch chance as well. We'll just have to see what he does, because he can only knock out one of these Pokemon out of the two. Oh, it actually does knock him out. There you go. Well, foul play. Good old Liepard. This Liepard, you know, is the Barry special. It is wearing some special sunglasses, this Liepard. It has got the black glasses. So, I always like the black glasses on Liepard, because it puts so many calculations into your favour. It does make it a 2-hit KO on most Kangaskhan. I mean, I did use Swagger on pretty much every team with Liepard up until now. Swagger, fantastic move in the past, but now it's got a 15% chance of missing, and they can only hit themselves, or they only hit themselves 30% of the time, so Swagger is nowhere near as good as it used to be, unfortunately. But, I mean, I can Sunny Day here, or I could just Rock Slide and Foul Play into the Pelipper, because if I Sunny Day, that's not going to stop him tailwinding. Has he got anything in the back that could be a threat? Not really. But this is risking Rock Slide missing, I guess. So I'm just going to go for a Sunny Day, and then I'm going to Rock Slide. The Pelipper could have Wide Guard as well, but it doesn't. So I'm going to Sunny Day again. And I'm just thinking this was a little bit safer than relying on Rock Slide hitting the Pelipper. So it does hit the Pelipper. So I could have just gone for the Foul Play into it, which probably would have taken it out from there as well. It did more than that to Primarina, and Primarina resists it. But this is a Water Z move, so I may be losing Aerodactyl here. Be interesting to see how much this does actually, because we are in the sun, and it is coming from a Pelipper. But yeah, I mean, I could have gone for a Rock Slide and Foul Play into the Pelipper and would have knocked it out, I'm pretty sure at that point. But just because we're so far ahead, I did want to play it a little bit safe. I didn't want to rely on Rock Slide hitting, because if I did do that and Rock Slide missed, the Pelipper would have still had the Rain up and could have, would have knocked out one of my Pokemon there. So I'm glad I did it that way around. Aerodactyl is still faster than both these Pokemon, even if the Manectric Mega evolves. I mean, there's no need to switch, is there really? So I'm gonna just try and Rock Slide, and I'm gonna try and Foul Play into the Pelipper. The Pelipper might protect here, probably will, but just in case it doesn't, we are Foul Playing it just to make sure any Rock Slide misses don't mess us up, basically. But even still, I'm fairly sure at this point we've won the game. So yeah, Pelipper protects, which is fair enough. But doubling into it is fine. We're not going to be in too much of a bad position. And maybe he discharges here. That's maybe the worst thing that he could do. But yeah, not really any threat for us here. Interesting that. Okay, Manectric flinched there, but Liepard was actually faster than Manectric. So, very interesting. So I'm just going to Foul Play into the Pelipper and Rock Slide again then. Okay, so, yeah. So Manectric avoids, so he's not going to be flinching this turn, but unless it's a speed tie for whatever reason, he's got some strange EVs in his Manectric. Liepard will be getting the Foul Play off first. Yeah, so Liepard is faster. So this is a very strange Manectric. And he does Volt Switch into the Aerodactyl. So we haven't beaten him with just our leads in this game. But let's pop BRELOOM out and see this wonderful combination once again. So yeah, Sunny Day did some good work for us in this game. So that's good. Encore is always very good on Liepard. But at Worlds in 13 I used Swagger on Liepard. At Worlds in 15, I used Fake Tears on Liepard. Both very good moves on Liepard. Swagger not so much anymore. Fake Tears, still very good on Liepard with Volcarona, with Raikou and all the rest of it as well. But Psychic Terrain is a bit more of a thing, so maybe having another option that doesn't fall apart to Psychic Terrain, some other... Having something that... You know what I'm trying to say, having a move that you can do in Psychic Terrain. Apparently struggling with words today. But like I was saying as well, you know, because rain is so common at the moment, like, you know, that I think it's a Japanese team with like 5 water Pokemon on it. That's ridiculous. Like the 5 water and Ferrothorn as well. So yeah, having Sunny Day on Lipard helped out for us there, and is maybe a good call for what people are using at the moment. So we've won it again. So let's try and find another battle, and we'll see how it goes. I mean, I do say this every time. Like, I'm sure it's gonna all fall apart, but I don't know. This team's had a pretty good showing. I mean, I am very experienced using these Pokemon. I mean, I guess Raikou out of these 6 is the one that I've not used too much. Raikou's damage output is a little bit disappointing. It's a little bit less than Thundurus. I mean, I could have Thundurus in that slot. I don't necessarily have to have like Thunder Wave or Swagger or whatever on the Thundurus. I could put a substitute on the Thundurus as well. That would still work quite nicely with the Prankster. Could have Nasty Plot, as I'm sure Jamie Boyd would rejoice at that. But I don't know. Thundurus. It's a bit funny, isn't it? I think Thundurus would mean 3 ice weaknesses as well on this team, too. Raikou gives us 1 ground weakness, but we have got 2 that are immune to ground, 1 that resists it as well, and 2 neutral, so I don't know. We'll see how Raikou goes. I mean, it did alright for us on Wednesday, didn't it, against that Celesteela. But here we go. We find someone from the United Kingdom. With, I feel like I should know that name. But yeah, this is the sort of team that is probably going to give us some problems. So this is a very standard looking team. You know, that's like pretty much chalk, isn't it? But without the Amoonguss. With a Celesteela and a Tapu Fini instead. So this person wise enough to not use Amoonguss with a Tapu Fini on the same team. But lots of very threatening Pokemon. I mean, I can still spore half of his team, even in misty terrain. But normally against teams like this, I would go with Lipard and Thundurus. So I'm going to go with Lipard and Raikou, and we'll see how it does for us. Is Aerodactyl that important here? I don't think it is, really. I think BRELOOM is good for us here. I think BRELOOM's definitely good for us here. And either Cresselia or Volcarona. I mean, Volcarona gives us good options against the Celesteela and Cresselia. But then we do need to worry about his Landorus and Kangaskhan a bit more. I'm going to go with Volcarona. But I just need to bear in mind Landorus and Kangaskhan could be problems. Yeah, I mean, against teams like this, in 15 especially, yeah, a lot of the time you could get into a position where you could Carmined up with Cresselia loads of times, and it would just sort of win out the game or lose to timer. But he's got a Celesteela, and Leech Seed would make that impossible, really. But he goes with Kangaskhan and Fini, as we go with Lipard and Raikou. Fini is obviously going to be a little bit threatened here. So he could just fake out into the Raikou. Kangaskhan was on my list of things to be threatened by, though, so I'm just going to double into this Kangaskhan. And see where that takes us. So he does fake out, so that's an inner focus Kangaskhan. He does fake out into the Raikou. Does a decent chunk of damage, actually. And this could be a Moonblast, then, coming into... Oh, just a Calm Mind. Okay, so I can Encore that. And see, Black Glasses. Black Glasses. Put that in range of another foul play. But I'm going to do a cheeky calculation. I'm going to see how much Thunderbolt does to Kangaskhan. Okay. I'm happy with that damage. Unless it's a super bulky Kangaskhan, Thunderbolt should knock it out. So I am going to Encore this Tapu Fini, and I'm going to Thunderbolt the Kangaskhan. So Kangaskhan withdraws. Probably Landorus coming in then. Yep, fair enough. Is he going to protect his Tapu Fini? If he does, then that shows me that he's familiar with my team. Yep, he protects. This guy's familiar with the team. If it's Choice Scarfed, though... Yep, sees the Encore there. If it's Choice Scarfed, this Landorus, he's either going to be Earthquaking his own Fini, which he could do. It won't take too much. Or he'll have to withdraw it and get rid of the Combine Boost, but he's only got Stellar Stealer. Oh, and Cresselia that he can Earthquake next to. So he can freely Earthquake if he does want to. If it's not Scarf, I mean, I can still try and Encore the Tapu Fini again, can't I? I can Encore the Tapu Fini here. So maybe he does switch it into Cresselia or Celesteela, in which case I'm going to go for a foul play and Hidden Power Ice into his Landorus. If it is Scarfed, I'm losing my Raikou here. So he does withdraw it. It's going to be something levitating or flying. Yep, Celesteela comes in. So maybe it is Scarfed then. And if it is, I'm losing my Raikou, which is bad. It's Scarfed. I'm losing my Raikou. That's bad. Okay. So Unlipid will survive this. And we'll do a decent chunk back to it. But... yeah, that is definitely a decent chunk back. But he's locked into Earthquake. What do we do now? I mean, I'm thinking Volcarona would be the best one to go into here. I mean, Breloom's Sash would get broken. Lipid... I just wonder who will be faster. This Volcarona at +1 or his Scarf Landorus. What is Landorus? Adamant. Speed 143. I'm faster than that. So if he's Adamant, I should be faster at +1. So I'm going to go into Volcarona here. If he's got Air Slash or Acrobatics on Celesteela, then that wouldn't be good. But I'm going to go for a Sunny Day and a Quiver Dance. Sunny Day will reduce his Tapu Fini's damage on Volcarona. But yeah, this... I don't know, this is playing out fairly similar to how it always used to play it in 2015. It's a pain. I feel like it's somewhat manageable, but it's a pain. Like, this is going to do a lot of damage to Volcarona, but I think we should survive it. I mean, we'll definitely survive it, but I'm just wondering what this Celesteela is going to do. Leech Seed I wouldn't be too bothered with. It is Acrobatics. He has actually got Acrobatics. Well, there you go. Well, that's definitely an interesting Celesteela. And that closes this game. Wow, okay. So, there we go. Yeah, I thought this would be a bit of a tricky one, but if he didn't have Acrobatics on his Celesteela, we would have been okay, I think, because... I mean, he would have Heavy Slammed or Leech Seeded or something into Volcarona there. And at +1, we would have been, and in the Sun as well, we would have been threatening a lot of his Pokemon. The only thing that Volcarona wouldn't have been able to one-shot, essentially, at +1 in the Sun, is his Tapu Fini. And we've got our Breloom here. So, having Acrobatics on his Celesteela is the only thing that helped him win this game here. I do believe. I do think. I'm just wondering, is there any turns that... like, I could have done differently then, I guess. Like, I suppose the turn where I Thunderbolted into the Kangaskhan, when he switched his Landorus in, I guess I could have gone for a Substitute that turn. It would have been, like, Substitute would have been a bit safer. Hidden Power Ice would have been a very hard read. So a Substitute could have worked out there. But, I don't know, like, I don't feel too bad about that because you never see. I mean, I don't know. Like maybe it's more common on Battlesport doubles than it is in VGC 17. I don't know, but you know, I don't think acrobatics is that common on Celesteela. And that is really the only thing that helped him win the game there. I mean, let's say if he heavy slammed into the Volcarona, then I would have been down to maybe about 30% on it, and I think I would have been able to have taken the Sucker Punch on there. I think, maybe not. I don't know. He might not have had Sucker Punch on his Kangaskhan as well, but I think we would have been okay there. But you know, we would have had BRELOOM to support with you know, the Mag Punch for the Kangaskhan, the Bullet Seed for the Tapu Fini as well. So I think we would have been okay there. But you know, it's an acrobatic Celesteela. So yeah, we will look for one more. You know, we're only at 20 minutes, so and it would be nice to try and finish on a bit of a high there. So no idea who that guy is. It was a UK person. I don't know if I've seen that name before, but there we go. Acrobatic Celesteela. But let's look for more then, as we find Mortimer from Spain with a similar team. So this is the sort of thing that I want to be playing really, because this is the sort of thing that is going to be a problem for me. So how do we play around this? What do we actually do? The last guy led with Kangaskhan and Fini. If he leads with Landorus, then I can see if it's scarfed or not with the pressure. So I'm going to go with Lipid and Raikou again. Definitely want BRELOOM in this one. Volcarona is not so important in this one, because there's no Celesteelas. There is still a Cresselia though. But do I take my Cresselia instead, or my Aerodactyl? I don't think Fini is too much of a problem, because we've got Raikou and BRELOOM. If I take Cresselia, I've got Hidden Power Ground for his Heatran. Don't think Coco would do too much to Cresselia, although you never know. I'm going to go with Cresselia. Let's see if Cresselia can help us in this game. So yeah, this is the sort of thing that I expected when I came onto Battlesport. So you know, we've gone through you know, easy mode and medium mode this week on Monday and Wednesday. This is the harder mode now, playing, you know, proper sort of standard teams. And yeah, again, I don't feel bad about that last one, because I don't think acrobatics is that common on Celesteela. But this guy's led with his Tapu Fini as well, which is interesting. So pressure, Misty Surge. No balloons or anything, is there? Nope. Alright, so this is one of the situations where fake tears would have helped us out. I don't think, unless it's like a you know, completely offensive Heatran. I don't think a Life Orb Thunderbolt would knock out a -2 Heatran. They do tend to have some bulk in them. Fini is probably going to be a bit more threatened here. Might switch into the Landorus. I could Hidden Power Ice into the Tapu Fini slot. I'm going to fake out into the Heatran, and I'm thinking, do I Thunderbolt or do I substitute here? I'm gonna try and be cheeky. I'm gonna try and substitute. Oh well, there's no Protect. Maybe he's just Moonblasting then. Interesting. Yeah, so I'm losing Lipid. Okay. So basically, I've traded Lipid for a substitute there, and no damage on this Heatran. All right, so I'm thinking I've got to put BRELOOM in now, haven't I? Well, I suppose I could put Cresselia in and start Carminding up. Could do that. Maybe this is a choice slot. It could be a choice specs Tapu Fini. We know it's not scarfed. So it might just be locked into Moonblast there. if I put BRELOOM in, Thunderbolt and Mach Punch will probably knock the Heatran out. I think I'm going to put Cresselia in. I'm going to try and take this time to maybe set up a little bit. I'm just wary of special attack drops with Moonblast. So I'm going to Calm Mind here, and I'm going to Protect with Raikou. And we'll get to see here if Cresselia is faster than Heatran, or if Heatran's faster as well, to get an idea of what sort of Heatran this is. So, well, Cresselia is faster than both of them. And is, again, not protecting with either, too. He's not made any defensive moves at all in this game so far. I mean, we're only 2 turns in, but no defensive moves at all. So, it'd be typical if we got burnt here, wouldn't it? And then Moonblast into the Raikou, okay. I'll take that. Hidden Power Ground from Cresselia. Does that one-shot Heatran at +1? I'm not too sure. Can't remember exactly what my spread is. Gonna try and do a cheeky calculation. No, Hidden Power Ground doesn't. Nah, of course it doesn't. So I could double into the Heatran. What do I do this time? I'm a little bit sort of undecided here. Yeah, I'm just gonna double into the Heatran, I think. Maybe this is the turn that he withdraws the Tapu Fini. Yeah, it is. Maybe this Landorus coming in now. Or Kangaskhan. Maybe he's protecting his Heatran then. No, he doesn't. So the Heatran should be gone now. Yeah, that's definitely in Hidden Power Ground range. And we were faster, we saw last turn too. No Shuca Berry either. Yep, Heatran's gone. Alright, so this is sort of what I was talking about last game, where I said that in this sort of matchup, Cresselia can normally get like a Calm Mind up and can sort of sit through their team and kind of win like that. But that last guy had a Cresselia, well, he did have a Cresselia, but he had a Celesteela as well. He had a pretty bulky team, that last guy. But this guy, I mean, is at the mercy of Cresselia now, isn't he, really? I mean, Double Edge from Kangaskhan isn't going to do as much as it used to. I mean, do I Icy Wind here so that Cresselia is faster than his Kangaskhan? Or do I just try and double into this Tapu Fini? I think I'm going to try and double into this Tapu Fini. Because I'm thinking, the way he played it, it might be choice locked. So I'm going to Thunderbolt and Psychic into it. If he fakes out the Cresselia, then fair enough, I'm still getting a Thunderbolt into it. But he does go for a fake out. Surely it's into the Cresselia, then yeah. I mean, it would have been a little bit bad if he got like a critical hit fake out with the first hit on Raikou, broke the substitute, and then the second fake out hit Raikou and flinched it. That wouldn't have been good. But actually, yeah, that does a lot of damage to Tapu Fini, so that does look like a more offensive one. And he does go for a Muddy Water, actually. So he does hit both, which is unfortunate. Raikou will be losing its substitute here. But we don't get an accuracy drop on Cresselia, thank goodness. And I'm pretty sure Cresselia is not in Double Edge range. So I can just go for an Icy Wind. Do I risk that 5% accuracy? I mean, I think I do, because I've got BRELOOM in the back, and if I can get BRELOOM faster than Kangaskhan, that'd be fantastic. So I'm going to go for an Icy Wind here. And do I Thunderbolt into the Kangaskhan? I mean, Kangaskhan, a Double Edge isn't going to knock Cresselia out, is it? Surely, from here. Because if it doesn't, Icy Wind is alright there. I mean, if he knocks out Raikou instead, then he's losing his Fini. Do I substitute here, or do I I think I'm going to Thunderbolt into the Kangaskhan, because that will put it in Mach Punch range from BRELOOM. So he does Sucker Punch. Into the Cresselia. Ooh. Well, that does more than Double Edge would, I think. What does it do? It does the same as Double Edge, doesn't it? So as long as I hit my Icy Wind here, I think we're okay. And yeah, that's the Thunderbolt damage. Icy Wind does hit, yeah, good. So thinking back to the last game as well, you know, where I was thinking about, I was doing that little cheeky calculation, seeing if Thunderbolt was going to do like 40-45% to Kangaskhan. We see it does. I mean, obviously people got different spreads, but we see it definitely does that much there. Sucker Punch is interesting. The Mist goes as well, so BRELOOM can actually start sporing things. So if he's got Landorus, it could be, yeah, it could be a little bit sticky. So it is like, I mean, we don't know if it's Scarfed, then he's going to be Earthquaking his own Kangaskhan. So maybe we're not as sticky as we first thought. But what do we do here instead? Because I've got a full health BRELOOM in the back. Like, if I just Icy Wind and Thunderbolt into the Kangaskhan here, if he is Scarfed, or if he's Scarfed with Superpower, maybe that would knock Raikou out here. That wouldn't be good. That would be very bad, in fact. So, maybe I protect Raikou here, just to make sure that it's definitely going to be around for next turn. And I'm going to go for an Icy Wind with Cresselia here. Yeah, and just protect with Raikou. Now, I know, I'm very sure he is going to Sucker Punch Cresselia here. But I just want a safe switch into BRELOOM. Yeah, so he does Sucker Punch into the Cresselia. Yeah, like I mean, he had to do that. So that's no surprise at all. And what kind of Landorus is this then? It's a Z move. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay, this might knock Raikou out through the substitute, actually. This is not good. I did not think of this. Yeah, it's gone. Oh dear then. Well, BRELOOM can still win this, but it's gonna be awkward. At least we're not intimidated. We have got the speed drop on Kangaskhan as well. I mean, in hindsight, like, that's the thing with Landorus. It's so versatile. Like, you get Scarfed ones. If you were Scarfed, then we're in a decent position there. Assault Vested ones, and Z move as well. Didn't consider the Z move there. Because, like, I knew he was going to Sucker Punch the Cresselia. I could have gone for a Hidden Power Ice there into the Landorus. Probably would have knocked it out because it's not Assault Vested. Or just a Thunderbolt into the Kangaskhan would have taken care of that as well. So protecting was definitely the wrong move there. Thought it was the safer move, but in hindsight now we know it's a Z move. And that's made it a lot more difficult. With the speed drop on Kangaskhan, we can safely Mach Punch it without the Sucker Punch on us. But can this Landorus 2-hit KO us? Oh, well, it thinks that Rock Slide is the best course of action. So it'll have Earthquake. It's got Rock Slide. It's probably got Protect. I wonder what this last move is. Because if it's not Superpower, it might still be okay. It is Earthquake. So I think he should have been trying to flinch us there. Because 106 down to 47. I thought we might have been able to take 2 Earthquakes there. I suppose it is single target damage now. Because it is 1-on-1. But yeah, I thought maybe him trying to flinch us would have been the best course there. But he's got a guaranteed sleep this next turn. So we've definitely got a Bullet Seed off here. But this is just down to RNG. Sleep turns, Bullet Seed hits, maybe critical hits too. So 1 seed, 2 seed, 3 seed, which is good. Because I think 2 more seeds should knock it out. Alright, well, we've put ourselves in a position now then where 1 in 3 chance he wakes up and wins the game. 2 in 3 chance he stays asleep, and BRELOOM wins the game. So let's roll some dice. And of course he wakes up. Alright then. And he earthquakes, which she'll knock us out from here. But yeah. Well, that is a shame. That's one of those really annoying ones, because you know that there's nothing you can do in that situation. I mean, if this was a best of 3, then okay, I would know that the Raikou, that the Landorus rather, had the Z move, because the turn that I protected Raikou was really a dead turn. I got nothing out of that turn with Raikou. I thought I was being safe by protecting it, keeping it around for when BRELOOM could come in and partner it too, but no. And yeah, Mach Punch knocks like Kangaskhan. Rock Slide, bit of damage on BRELOOM. Earthquakes, put it to sleep. Bullet Seed, yep. And then it is literally just 1 in 3 chance he wakes up, 2 in 3 chance I win the game. And he got the lucky roll. He he got the 1 in 3 wake, which is what happens sometimes with sleep. But it is what it is, isn't it? So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Unfortunate to be quite unlucky in that last game with the last turn, and an acrobatic Celesteela as well. So this has been a pretty bizarre episode. Games that I feel probably could and should have won, but that's BattleSpot, that's Pokemon, isn't it? So I hope you've enjoyed this. So thank you, and like and share, and I'm there on Twitter and all the rest of it too. Thank you, and goodbye for now.